We did it, boys. We freaking did it. All right, what's up, guys? My name is Spartan, and this is episode 26 of my Tour My Tower video series. This is a video series where I go through the ins and outs of my tower, talk you guys through the different upgrades that we're doing, the different moves that we're making, etc. This is a pretty big episode. Honestly, one of the biggest episodes that we've had yet, and I'm going to explain exactly why. There's really no secret. There's really no other way that I can kind of put this, so I think I just have to do it. But before we get started with the contents of this episode, I just wanted to say a huge thanks to any of you guys who have used my creator code for the in-game Tower app or the Tower web store. I really appreciate it. My creator code is code 300, and I get a 5% kickback off the top of any purchases that you make at no extra cost to you. So if you'd like to use my creator code, I would be greatly appreciative of that. And if you're not using mine, find some content creator that you enjoy and consider using their code. Likewise, we have YouTube memberships. Hit the join button if you'd like to learn more. I do a monthly giveaway for the YouTube members. So check that out by hitting the join button like I just mentioned. And one last thing, we have a Discord server with almost 2,000 people in it. It's been a really good time. Lots of different players within the tower community there. We've got players of all different stages, from early to late to end game, etc. So lots of good information in there, really lots of good people in there. And if you're not in the Discord, I hate to say it, but you're missing out. So what are you doing? Get in there. We're having a good time. All right, shameless plugs out of the way. Let's go ahead and get into the contents of this episode. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and start in the stats page. All right, guys, we are... Okay, hold on. The coin income, it's been going freaking crazy. So that's the first thing I got to kind of start with here. We are at 188.34 Q quadrillion lifetime earned coins. It's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride. That's about the least I can say about it. But we have been making some really big strides with our coin income. Really just trying to hone in on the mastery labs and finish out some of the really crucial econ labs, such as coins per kill bonus, some of the golden bot stuff, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But yeah, the coin income has been going freaking crazy. That's really all I can say about that. So in terms of milestones, I have still pretty much just been farming tier 14. You can see 4,888 waves is my all-time best, and I've been getting around 1.9 to 2Q per farming run. My farming runs are currently taking anywhere from 4.5 to 5 hours, so I'm effectively able to get 4 to 5 runs done per day. It's been really, really great. In terms of other milestones, I did a little bit of milestone pushing, and I'll just show you guys really quickly here. So I did a push on tier 15. I think last video I had just about maybe 1,000 waves. So I got up to a little over 2,500. You can see I unlocked the Tech Tree Games skin, which is super, super cool. And next stop for me is going to be getting that 4,500 milestone, but maybe someday. Likewise, I pushed a little bit further in tier 16. My previous best on 16 was somewhere around 500 waves, and now, we're at 1,204. And now we're at 1,254. Same thing in tier 17, did a bit of a milestone push here. Similar kind of thing, around 500, so I've been just kind of slowly trying to periodically work on my milestones and get some better rewards coming in. But that's going to cover it for the stats page. Let's go ahead and talk about the workshop. All right, so we are still farming glass cannon. So I've got glass cannon going here. I've got 5,500 levels in my damage because it basically just gets maxed during the run. So I don't really need to worry about fully maxing this for the time being. It's been fine. In terms of my defense upgrades, still just nothing in health. I do have basically my landmine, all of my landmine stuff at level 0. Because, again, it just kind of periodically scales and eventually does max during the run. In the utility upgrades, I've been slowly working on actually raising my enemy health level skips. I would eventually like to get it up to 500, but I'm a little bit far off from that at this point. And in terms of workshop enhancements, this is what we're looking at right now. Level 83 in damage, crit factor, and super crit multiplier with level 20 in attack speed. Likewise, in the defense enhancements, you can see basically I just upgraded as much stuff as I could until I was able to unlock orb size. Orb size has actually been really, really good. I get a lot more boss damage from the orb boss hit lab. That's been really nice. It's also paired pretty good with my anti-cube portal because I got an ancestral orb stat on it, so I get an extra 2 orbs. Moving on to the utility enhancements, not a whole lot has changed here. I don't have anything in free upgrades. My coin bonus is level 47, my cell bonus is level 40, and my enemy level skips is 15. Cash bonus, also level 50, mainly for the sake of maxing out my ELS a lot quicker. But it's been pretty good. And last thing in the workshop, let's go ahead and touch on the ultimate weapons. So not a whole lot has changed in here. Chain Lightning's the same, Smart Missiles is the same, Death Wave is the same, other than I did get a click in my Death Wave cooldown. So I got it down to 1 minute cooldown, so 60 seconds. That's pretty good. We are 1 click away from fully maxing Death Wave cooldown. Like I mentioned, I've still, to this day, just been trying to make strides towards Econ because I'm a firm believer that Econ is probably the most important thing in this game. So with that, I now have permanent Golden Tower and permanent Black Hole without Galaxy Compressor, which is really, really cool. I definitely intend this upcoming week on doing some testing with some different generator modules and kind of seeing which ones yield me the best results. Because for those of you that know, up to this point, I've just been using Galaxy Compressor. One thing you guys may notice that looks a little bit different, I've been investing quite a bit in Poison Swamp recently. So I've been working on the damage a little bit with stones. I've also been working on, obviously, the cooldown and duration. I got it down to 70 seconds, so that's basically permanent Poison Swamp, which is really, really cool. And yeah, that's about it for the ultimate weapons. It would be great to go ahead and get this last quantity of Death Wave. It would also be great to get the last level of cooldown. I don't know where I'm going to spend the rest of my stones. I also, at some point, would like to continue working on Chrono Loop and getting some levels there. Also, Golden Combo. It would be nice to get level 11 for that, but it costs 2,050 stones. So, I don't know, guys. It'll be a little bit, but we'll get there. But that's actually going to cover it for the workshop. Let's go ahead and talk about the cards. All right, so really nothing has changed with the cards. Still just working with my glass cannon setup here. I would like to get another card slot someday, but it's expensive. Anyway, yeah, things have been going good with my cards. I've been working on my mastery labs for enemy balance coins and some of this other stuff like Wave Accelerator, Intro Sprint. Again, mainly just fixated on Econ. I want to finish all of my important Econ stuff as quickly as possible because it's just really, really important. I think in terms of next card mastery I will likely get, it will most likely either be Wave Skip Mastery or Range Mastery if I want to try to improve my tournament performance a little bit more. If I do choose to go Range Mastery, I'm going to wait until I'm able to unlock Light Range, which is Spotlight's Ultimate Weapon Plus. I'll just read what it says right here. So Light Range basically allows Spotlight damage bonus to be boosted by a multiplier of your damage per meter. And what the Range Mastery does is basically gives you a higher multiplier on your damage per meter. So they're kind of a package deal. I don't know if I will choose to go that route anytime soon, but it would definitely be really cool to get. But anyway, that's actually going to cover it for the cards. Let's go ahead and talk about the modules. All right, guys, modules. Oh boy, things are really starting to happen here. So first of all, we have 2 modules at 161, which allows me to get the next substat for it. So that's really, really good. I'm actually going to start trying to roll my Multiverse Nexus and hopefully get an Ancestral Death Wave cooldown. That would be fantastic. Likewise, my Anti-Cube Portal, I got something on there. So I just got a Legendary Landmine chance for the time being. My Amplifying Strike. Guys, this module has been fantastic. This module has single-handedly been carrying me both in tournaments and my farming runs, especially since I'm still really new to Glass Cannon and kind of trying to figure it out. But I'll just briefly kind of show you guys what it looks like when it's going. So I'll start a run here, look at my damage, it says 22.8 billion. And once I kill this boss, it goes up by 5 times, so 114.2 billion. Really good for a brief duration of time until I kill the next boss. So this has been really game changing for my Glass Cannon runs and my tournament runs. And there's one thing in here that in particular I'm very excited about. And that is, we got an Ancestral Project freaking funding. So I used it for my most recent tournament, and we did pretty good. I got rank 6 and we got 10 keys from it. So we'll talk more about that in a little bit, but I mainly attribute that to the Amplifying Strike module, but I'm sure that having an Ancestral Project funding definitely helped. I mean, my tower damage literally doubled by going from Mythic to Ancestral, which is fantastic. But that's actually going to cover it for the modules. Let's go ahead and talk about the labs. All right, you guys. So this is the thing I'm the most excited about. How do I want to even say this? Lab 1 was forever dedicated to lab speed until it is gold boxed. And guys, I just got to show you something really quickly here. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it, guys. We freaking did it. Guys, we maxed lab speed. After over a year of having this lab in, we have finally maxed it. So we got lab speed maxed. That's the first major thing here. Let me pull up my history so I can show you guys what we've been doing. So a couple days later, got the last level of Shatter Shards done. So Shatter Shards is completely done. So I went from basically having 3 available labs to finally having all 5 of my labs. I am so excited for how things are going to go with this progress. So lab speed obviously is a game changer. Just getting some of these labs done a lot quicker makes a huge difference. But more so, Shatter Shards. Being able to get more levels in my modules quicker, it's going to be a game changer. Like, look at this. If I shatter all of these modules, just look at it. Look at it go. We're just getting so much stuff right now. Look at this. Yeah, guys, with that, I have a new goal for Lab 1. And that is, obviously, as you guys can see, we're going to finish out our econ stuff, starting with coins per kill bonus. We have 2 more lab levels in this, and it will be completely finished. And then I'm basically just going to be working on Golden Bot stuff. So I'm going to be working on Golden Bot duration and Golden Bot cooldown until they're maxed. Things are going very well. And I have to do that because obviously my card mastery labs get very expensive. My enhancement prices get very expensive. And pretty soon, my module cost with coins is going to get pretty freaking expensive. So that's exactly why I try to preach so much on this YouTube channel. Focus on economy. Economy is such a vital part of this game. If you don't have the good foundation built with econ, you're not going to be able to progress in an efficient and proper manner. But yeah, that's my plan currently for Lab 1 and Lab 2. I've got Golden Bot cooldown in there currently, a few more levels on that, and it will be done. And I have 2 more levels on coins per kill bonus, and then that one is totally done. Moving on to Lab 3, we have Coin Mastery. I think I mentioned last video that I was planning on making this my very first finished card mastery lab, and that still is the plan. The second lab that I'm 100% going to try to max next is going to be Wave Accelerator. So Wave Accelerator is probably going to be the second one that I finish, and likely when Coin Mastery is done, I will move the 5 times bonus from there onto the Wave Accelerator instead. Wave Accelerator is just so good. It's literally what's allowing me to farm in such a high tier with actually getting good coin income, because I don't have to wait until, 6,500 waves or whatever it is to achieve the maximum spawn cap. I get that spawn cap significantly reduced, currently by 170%. So that's fantastic. So Coin Mastery is a non-negotiable. I'm taking that fully to max. Wave Accelerator likely will also be a non-negotiable. And in Lab 5, instead of Shatter Shards, I now have Intro Sprint Mastery. So Intro Sprint is going to be really, really good. At maxed level for the lab, it takes you up to 1,800 waves. So that's going to be fantastic for me in terms of how many runs I'm able to get done in a given day. I'm currently able to do about four or 5 runs, so maybe I'll be able to get like up to 5 or 6 runs in a day, give or take. So the econ is going to be skyrocketing. That is my primary focus right now. I don't care about damage. I don't care about EHP. Modules are good for now. I don't care about anything at the moment except econ. That is my primary focus for my account at this moment. And it's a very exciting feeling. Like getting lab speed maxed, it's been a goal of mine since I started this YouTube channel, and I finally did it. So I'm going to have to come up with a new goal. So I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, that's actually going to cover it for the labs. Let's go ahead and talk about the tournaments. All right, guys, so in terms of the tournaments, I am still in Legends League. Let me just scroll through here. This most recent tournament on 9/17, you can see we got 715 waves and finished at rank 6. That yielded us 10 keys, which is really, really cool. You can see currently, I don't think I really have any keys. I have 2 keys. So I had 22 keys, and I did buy something, which we will talk about in just a moment. So as it currently stands in terms of my overall tournament ranking, although my waves have kind of fluttered in and out, and my rank as well, I have not been able to actually surpass rank 6. I've gotten rank 6 a few different times now, and yeah, hoping soon that maybe I can eventually get to like the rank 3-4 mark, and then eventually aim for rank 1. That will be a really, really cool day if and when we ever hit that. But now let's go ahead and talk about the vault so I can show you guys what we got. So I had 22 keys. I was really tempted to get the Smart Demon Mode automation. I thought maybe that would be good for buying me some extra waves in tournaments. And likewise, I really wanted to get another card slot. I thought that would be a good move for me, but I don't know. I also thought about continuing up the tree and getting some of this enhancement and reroll discount just knocked out of the way. Literally just taking it all the way to the top and then pivoting from there. I don't know. I didn't end up doing that. I did unlock, I can't recall if I said it in the last video, but I did recently unlock the ultimate weapon damage. So I opened up the first level of the power tree, mainly for the sake of my tournament performance and my farming now that I'm glass cannon, but this was definitely a pretty good pickup for me. In terms of what I ended up actually getting with my 20 keys, I bought the next level of workshop respec discount. So currently now my respecs only cost 50 gems, and I'll just show you guys here. Yeah, so you can see now my workshop respecs only cost 50 gems, which is really, really nice because I currently respec twice for tournaments. So that's 100 gems per tournament. Very happy with that. It's going to be pretty helpful just for saving up so that I can buy more featured banner stuff, you know? But that's actually going to wrap it up for the tournaments. Let's go ahead and talk about the guilds. Shout out to This Is Sparta. You guys are awesome. You guys have been killing it. Good job. Even you, Dark, wherever you are. Yeah, even you. Good job, Dark. Keep it up, dude. In terms of the Guardian, kind of been just saving up my Guardian bits a little bit. I'd like to get the 6th target for the bounty chip. That's currently my goal. Got a decent cooldown, got a decent multiplier. Saving up for the 6th target. I think that would be the most bang for my buck currently. It costs 500, so it's going to be expensive, but we'll get there. In terms of the store, we have all of the important stuff maxed. All of the themes that give us coins, we got all of them. So my next priority is going to be saving up for the Brave Heroes critical factor by 5%. So that's currently my goal. And then after that, I will likely just start getting the bits, the shards, all of this stuff. But that's going to cover it for the guild content. Let's go ahead and talk about the events. All right, so in terms of the events, we bought the themes, the tower and background skin. We actually already had both of these relics, so that's really good. Did not have to save up anything for that. And yeah, I'm kind of torn. I don't know. I'd really like to buff up my Amplify bot, at least get it to a point where it's a little bit more consistent and kind of shows up more often. So I'm likely going to try to continue working on the cooldown and the range for this. I know technically the correct answer is to work on Golden Bot, but they really made me mad when they came out with 10 more levels for duration and bonus. So I think just out of spite, I'm going to continue to work on Amplify Bot for the meantime. But that's actually going to cover it for the contents of this video. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel if you'd like to see more of my content. Likewise, consider throwing a like on the video and dropping a comment letting me know how your tower's going. And really quickly, for those of you that don't know, I do 2 live streams a week, usually on Wednesdays and Saturdays, where we cover my tournament streams. So if you guys are interested in ever seeing that, generally on Wednesdays, I will do it sometime in the evening, like anywhere from about 5 to 7 p.m. During the evening. That's Central Standard Time. And then on Saturdays, usually anywhere from about like 10 to noon Central Standard Time. So feel free to pop in a live stream if you'd ever like to. It's a good way to kind of see what like Legends League tournaments can look like. And it's been fun because recently I've been actually doing my baby account tournaments as well. So, but with that, that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And like always, I will see you guys later.